Hello students, I am Mrs. Rima Sengupta from Shed Vidya Mandir English High School, Vasai.
Students, this is the continuation of Civics for Standard 8, Judiciary, Part 3. We have an integrated judicial system. It means that the decisions made by the higher courts are binding on the lower courts. Different levels of courts are connected to each other through the appellate systems, which means that a person can appeal to a higher court if they are not satisfied with the judgment passed by the lower court. Court cases are broadly divided into two categories. Civil cases deals with matters like money, property, inheritance, marriage disputes, etc. Criminal cases deal with cases of theft, cheating, robbery, physical injury, and murder. In civil cases, a petition has to be filed before the relevant court by the affected party only. The court gives the specific relief asked for. In the 1980s, women's groups across the country spoke out against dowry deaths. They protested against the failure of courts to bring these cases to justice. The above High Court judgment deeply troubled women, and they held demonstrations and filed a separate appeal against this High Court decisions in the Supreme Court through the Indian Federation of Women Lawyers. In 1985, the Supreme Court heard the appeal against the acquittal of Lakshman and the two members of his family. The Supreme Court heard the arguments of the lawyers and reached a decision that was different from that of the High Court. They found Lakshman and his mother guilty but acquitted the brother-in-law Subhash because they did not have enough evidence against him. The Supreme Court decided to send the accused to prison for life. What are the different branches of legal system? Criminal cases usually begin with the lodging of an FIR with the police, who investigate the crime, after which a case is filed in the court. If found guilty, the accused can be sent to jail. In principle, all citizens of India can approach the courts in the country and seek justice. But in reality, courts are not easily accessible. For a vast majority of the poor in India, it is very difficult to approach the courts. Legal procedures involve a lot of money, and paperwork takes up a lot of time. Therefore, poor people often avoid to go to the courts to get justice. The Supreme Court therefore devised a mechanism of public interest litigation, or PIL, in the early 1980s in order to increase access to justice. It allowed any individual or organization to file a PIL in the High Court or the Supreme Court on behalf of these whose rights were being violated. The legal process was greatly simplified, and even a letter or telegram addressed to the Supreme Court or the High Court could be treated as a PIL. Another issue that affects the common person's access to justice is the inordinately long number of years that courts take to hear a case. The phrase "justice delayed is justice denied" is often used to characterize this extended time period that courts take. However, in spite of this There is no denying that the judiciary has played a crucial role in democratic India, serving as a check on the powers of the executive and the legislature, as well as in protecting the fundamental rights of citizens. The members of the Constituent Assembly had quite correctly envisioned a system of courts with an independent judiciary as a key feature of our democracy.